this is Silla spoon ice cream balls. All right.
They've been named a lot of different things. Customers are naming them for me, like Heaven in a Bowl or Fireballs. But the real thing is called Oreo ice cream balls.
Oreo ice cream balls. Okay. Well, let's do it.
Okay, basically you need ice cream. So we just use plain vanilla ice cream and Oreo cookies. And then what I did is put the Oreo cookies in a Ziploc bag and rolled them with the rolling pin and crushed them up and got them done that way. So then you're going to put in a bowl where you can roll your ball in the crumbs. Okay. And this is where we get fun. We get to play in the ice cream, okay?
Always good.
Yeah. And you can make them whatever size you want, you know. I always try to make them probably a little smaller because they get more Oreos on them that way. So that's the important thing. And you have to use your hands. There's just no other way but to do it. And you're just going to squeeze your ice cream into a perfectly little ball. Throw him in there, and then you can roll him around.
Roll around. You can get plenty of Oreos on there.
And then you're going to put him back in the freezer. You make as many as you want to make, as many as you're going to serve. If you have 10 people coming, you're going to make 10 ice cream balls because everybody wants one.
Now, the ice cream balls are in the freezer getting firm.
Right.
And now we have to make the magical chocolate topping for it.
Exactly.
All right.
Pretty simple. Okay. We're going to take 1 stick of butter.
Stick of butter.
Put it in a double boiler. Okay.
Double boiler.
It's
That's
really important because it's chocolate and it will stick and it will scorch. So we've got 1 stick of butter, 2 squares of semi-sweet chocolate, baking chocolate, 2 of those. And then we're going to put 1 can of evaporated milk.
Evaporated milk.
Can you open that for me?
I can.
Okay. We'll get that open. 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring.
Now, folks at home, if you've never cooked with chocolate before, start with the baking chocolate. It's a little more forgiving of temperature. You can use almost any kind of chocolate, but some of it's really temperamental.
2 cups of powdered sugar. We're going to pour it all in. Okay. Give us a little milk there.
All right. Whole can?
Whole can.
Whole can.
All
Coming
of
at you.
Yeah.
Now, I notice you're using a pretty high heat on your double boiler.
Right, because it's not touching the heat. You can do that. It's going to just keep your water really good and hot.
And if you notice right now, it's a little lumpy. But as it heats up, you said that's all going to melt down.
Yeah, because that's the butter. That's the butter there is what that is.
And now this takes?
About 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes.
5 minutes in, and notice that all the butter is melted down, and the chocolate's starting to come apart, but it hasn't melted in and incorporated completely yet. Look at that, it's almost there. It's starting to get much richer, a little silkier. There's still little bits of chocolate that haven't melted down, but most of it has, so you know you're getting really close to the magic temperature. Okay, the chocolate sauce is done, beautiful, very silky, smells rich, and there are little tiny bits of chocolate still on top, but as it cools, those will incorporate in and it'll be real nice and even. Ah, nice. Beautiful. And what day do you serve this?
We're actually having it Thursday of this week.
Thursday. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. And then put a
little whipped cream on top.
And she's ready.
Awesome, look at that. And there it is, Silla Spoon famous ice cream ball dessert. Okay, Barbara, what's the next one?
Stuffed bell pepper soup.
Stuffed bell pepper soup.
It's a little different. If you like stuffed bell peppers, you like soup.
Well, I like different.
Different?
So,
there we go. Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We're going to start with 2 pounds of ground beef, and we're going to brown it on the stove.
Brown it on the stove. Simple enough.
Simple enough. All right. Let's get it in that pot.
Okay.
And we'll get a burner
Got to
on.
take the magic spoon out. There we go.
All right.
Hand that to you.
Okay. So while that's browning, if we want to start with our other stuff, we have 3 bell peppers, the main and most important ingredient here. 2 greens, 1 red.
2 greens and 1 red.
Makes it look pretty.
Okay.
I mean, you know,
Kinda
we're
get the
out to
Christmas
make it
motif
look
going?
good. Yeah, we want it to look good. So we're going to chop it up, you know. I've tried using like a food processor chopper, but it chops it a little too fine. You want
fine.
the peppers to stay in their texture.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna have to do it by hand.
Okay.
Okay.
We can do that.
All right.
Now,
so
do you want to go ahead? We're just going to dice these up.
we're gonna dice them up,
Okay.
right? Because once this ground beef is ready, we're just gonna pile it all in
All right.
and just let it set and cook for about an hour.
Okay.
Rice
Excellent.
has to cook.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, and you want to pull the seeds and the ribs out of your peppers. It adds some heat, and also the seeds, it's a texture thing. You bite down on a seed. A lot of people don't like that. And then about how large do you want me to dice these?
Just little pieces.
Little pieces?
Little
half
pieces.
inch? Okay.
How about something like that?
Okay.
All
2
right.
1/4 and a half inch.
Yeah, just little pieces.
Gotcha.
I always just like cut them in little strips and then dice them up a little.
Okay.
So
Now, where did this recipe come from?
it came from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
I went up there and worked for a couple of years, and that's a big soup place. Which, you know, in the middle of the summer, you still have to wear a jacket at night up there, or I did, because I was pretty much a wimp. They're all
Southern
used
gal.
to it. That's exactly right. You know, they're used to it. So they eat soup all the time, and a lot of soup.
Okay.
A lot of soup. They have lots of recipes for different soups up there. And this was my favorite that I had while I was there. So I brought it back to Tennessee with me.
All right. Okay. Red and green peppers.
There we go.
All right.
Chopped up. That's got it.
Okay.
Now we have to chop up the old onion
The onion and,
and
the celery.
the celery.
Okay.
1 onion and about 3
ribs.
ribs of celery.
Okay.
Right.
About the same size? Mm-hmm. Okay. The peppers are hogging the cutting board there. Okay.
Okay, everything's chopped up.
Right on.
Now, ready to put that pot over there beside you with the ground beef in it.
All right. I'll grab that. Whoa.
Yep.
Maybe I'll get a towel.
Yeah. It's a gas stove.
Guess so.
Gas stove. Okay. Now, ground beef, normally I would drain it. But
Okay.
you know, you want a little
Little flavor.
seasoning, little grease, makes it better. So we're
Okay.
going to leave it in there. And then we're going to add all of our chopped stuff.
All right.
Everything goes in the pot.
Okay.
Okay? You got that?
She's going to let me dump it on the floor.
There you go.
Okay.
You can handle that. And then we're going to add 1 can of tomato juice.
Okay.
Okay?
A big can.
A big can of tomato juice.
Tell you what, can you grab that and scoot that over?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's still hot.
it is hot. There we go.
There we go. Now, I don't have to get it all on the
That's
floor.
right. If we miss, we're okay, huh?
A little bit there on that side there.
That's okay.
Well, it's a big pile of peppers,
Sure.
but they're not pickled peppers. That's totally different.
No. But that's the secret part of the soup.
Okay.
I mean, that's what makes it special.
The
it's
peppers
the
and the
peppers. Yeah. Secret part.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to add 3 chicken bouillon cubes.
3 chicken bouillon
And
cubes.
I really don't know why we add chicken bouillon cubes to ground beef, but that's what the recipe calls for. So I really don't question it a whole
Okay.
lot.
Hey,
Okay?
if it
3.
don't
Yep.
fix it,
there
if it's
you
not
go.
broke.
We're going to add the can of tomato juice.
Alrighty.
Okay. Then we're going to add 2 quarts of water. Got to give it some juice. Okay.
Right.
And then
What do we got here?
it's a 1.5 cups of chili sauce.
chili sauce.
Chili sauce.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Now we're getting into some of the secret ingredients.
Uh-huh. That's it.
Chili sauce.
Chili sauce and stuffed pepper soup.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Now,
so
is that a spicy or just kind of a regular?
it's just a regular
All
chili sauce. Sometimes they use it to put on hot dogs and that sort of thing, but that's
All
what it
right.
is. And then the last important ingredient is a cup of rice.
Cup of rice.
Just plain white rice.
All right.
Okay? And so we're just going to pour it in and guess.
About there.
Okay? About right there. You know, that's home cooking right there.
That's it.
Just pour it in. All right.
All
then we're
right.
going to set it back on the stove,
Okay.
and it's going to cook up for us.
All right. It's probably hot.
That's
Watch
got
your
it.
fingers.
That's cooled off now. All right, and we're going to turn it down kind of low because it's going to be rice and it's going to be cooking. So that's all it's got to do. It takes about an hour,
Okay.
and it's ready.
Yeah. To keep the rice from sticking to the bottom, don't full throttle it to get it started because it'll just stick and burn to the bottom. So take your time, it's worth it. The stuffed sweet bell pepper soup is finished. And
Ready.
Boy, does it smell good. What's really neat is the starches from the rice have kind of cooked out into the soup and thickened it a little bit. So awesome.
Ready.
Awesome.
You ready
Let's
to toss
let's
them?
dish it up.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, you get a big bowl too.
Sure.
Okay. Take a look at that. Beautiful, smells great. Well, thanks so much for sharing all these
Thank you.
incredible
We were
recipes
glad
with
to
us.
do it.
I
Yeah.
got a couple new favorites from my book at
Yeah.
home.
Great.
And if you've got a great recipe you'd like to share with us, check us out on the website. It's yourplatesormine.net. Be sure to send us an email, and who knows, we may come cook with you. I still sound like a frog because I got the...
You're wasting my time.
Hi-ho. Silla Spoon in Jackson, Tennessee, with Barbara Rozier.
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 Uh-huh.
Okay. I gotta quit saying okay before I start. Okay, Barbara. Okay, the cakes. Okay, the chocolate. Okay, and one more time. Okay.